What's good, YouTube? I'm Kid Liddy. Hopefully every one of you is doing well. Today I'm not going to really be talking about anime or manga, but instead my favorite webtoon. I was inspired by Lootcrumb to make this video, so shout out to them. I'll put the link to their video in the description below. Just to talk about webtoons in general real quick, my first introduction to webtoons was actually by finding out about the adaptations of God of High School and Tower of God, which are both based off webtoon material. Just from my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, manhwa are Korean comics. Online comics, which I guess are online manhwa, are then considered webtoons. But webtoons can be from any country. Anyways, on a whim, I decided to download the webtoon app and, start reading some webtoons. I got recommended the Remarried Empress on the app, so I read it. It dives into topics such as noble marriages, mistresses versus wives, and rival empires. It was created by Alpha Art and illustrated by Sunpo. The series had an English release in September 5th, 2020, but was originally a Korean release back in October 24th, 2019. It's based off a web novel by the same name. Interestingly enough, there's also a video game adaptation, which I think is a visual novel. But yeah, it turns out Remarried Empress is a complete banger. I'm not even heavily into romance stories, but Remarried Empress got me thoroughly engaged and waiting for every new chapter to come out. I was surprised how much I actually like this. With the webtoon app, there are webtoon coins which you can use to renew chapters in advance. However, I'm not really about that, so I had to wait till every new chapter came out on the app for free. The story revolves around an empress named Navier living with her husband, Sovishu, who is the emperor of the Eastern Empire. Everything was going well until one day, Sovishu brought home a mistress named Rashta. All of a sudden, Sovishu wants to divorce Navier and marry Rashta. However, in what I call a power move, Navier also requests a remarriage of her own. The webtoon basically covers all the events that lead up to this event. For the characters, I'm not going to spoil a lot, but the first chapter will definitely get you emotionally invested. Reading it really made me root for Navier to get out of her toxic relationship with the Emperor. Sovishu is just a shitty and self-centered individual in general, who only cares about himself. Then there's Rashtra, the mistress. Honestly, just don't get me started on her. She gotta be the most hated character for me personally. The author makes it really easy to hate the antagonists, which are Sovishu and Rashta, and make it really easy to cheer for Navier and the Western Kingdom Emperor, Heinrich. The characters aren't really groundbreaking or anything crazy, they are pretty generic, but they're still pretty solid for what it is. But yeah, definitely question Sovishu heavily. I think he's legit fried in the head. I gotta say though, the art is a strong point of the webtoon for sure. It's just so vibrant and just beautiful to look at, I guess. You can tell the illustrator Sunpo improves and develops a style for the character designs and the world in Remarried Empress from all the way back to chapter 1 to the latest chapter. But yeah, if you couldn't tell yet, I really enjoyed this webtoon. Whenever I get the notification of a new chapter being posted, I immediately stop whatever I'm doing and read it ASAP. I can't wait to see how it all wraps up. But above all else, I wish Navier can live happily. She truly deserves it after putting up with Shovishu's and Rashta's bullshit. No cap. If I had to give this webtoon a score, honestly, it would be something like a 9.5 out of 10. I'm really happy with how my first introduction to webtoons was Remarried Empress. I also read some other webtoons that I would like to recommend real quick. First, I'd recommend Age Matters. It's a different type of romance webtoon. It's about an older woman who falls for a young CEO solely through her time working for him as his assistant. I know I said Remarried Empress is my favorite webtoon, but Age Matters is a close second. Another one I gotta say is Sorry Mom. It's a webtoon that hits the feelings for real. His son takes his mother for granted and she's basically at the end of her life when he gets a wish to make her younger again. The catch is because of the wish, his lifespan is shortened. The final one I'll recommend is Noblesse, a story about vampires and genetically modified human warriors. I know there's an anime for the webtoon, but I would highly recommend the webtoon. The cast of characters literally carry this webtoon in my opinion. Anyways, hopefully this video makes you want to check out some more webtoons if you haven't already. If you did read some, let me know which ones you really liked in the comments below. But yeah, other than that, thanks for checking out the video. If you like the content, feel free to like or subscribe. I'm Kid Liddy and I'm out of here. Peace.